people are becoming aware that for a very long time, things have not been fair, equal, just, and true and honest as the controllers say that they are. For example, you go to court, you should supposedly get a fair trial. Like, we're starting to see as a people that doesn't really happen. And we're also starting to see the control that the government has on us. For example, the right to assemble, our First Amendment right. We are supposed to be able to protest, meaning when the government or the police or anybody that's supposed to serve and protect us goes out of their way to harm us or oppress us in any kind of way, we are allowed to protest. First of all, the word allowed means they have control over us, which bothers me a little bit. I do believe in policing. I do believe in a little bit of government, but I definitely don't believe in the control that they're trying to have to the magnitude they're trying to have. So again, the right to assemble. You're supposed to be able to assemble, and the only reason you're supposed to be able to break you up is if you are causing, if it's a clear indication that you're causing some sort of harm, okay? It has to be clear that you're intending or causing harm. They can't just break people up because of yesterday or the day before or 10 days ago. The right to protest is specifically because we are not supposed to allow them to overthrow us, because our Second Amendment right is the right to bear arms, which is to protect us from overthrowing, for them to overthrow us, okay? We're supposed to be able to carry guns, and we're supposed to be able to assemble and protest, because they're not supposed to govern our entire lives. They are only supposed to regulate laws and help us stay orderly and give us some structure and stuff and keep us safe, but they're not supposed to rule our lives. They're not supposed to make all these rules that they've created over the last 100 years. And I say 100 because before that, I'm sure it was quite lawless. I'm sure people was running around doing whatever they freaking wanted to do. But over the last 100 years, it's gotten a lot more structured. We're pretty much running almost upon the same system, but it's getting tighter and tighter. The grip of the government is getting tighter and tighter, and they want to take away our rights. Do you see the pattern of events here? Do you see that it started off as a virus, and now everyone stay inside, it's scary, don't go outside, you're gonna die, you're gonna get really sick, everything, the entire economy gets shut down, and now boom. Now boom, something that's been going on forever, it triggered everyone to feel sympathy for that poor man. The poor man, definitely, absolutely give respect and care for his life, but in no way, shape, or form is this one man's life any different than what's been going on. The government has had control over us and been killing people forever. This is not a new thing. This is not anything like that. And if this becomes a trend and tomorrow, next week, or next month people forget about it, I would not be shocked. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be bothered that I thought the people actually came together. I thought people actually cared. I thought people were like, hey, you know, maybe we actually can make a difference here, guys. Maybe we can actually realize that there's millions of us to hundreds of them, or thousands of them, or whatever. There's way more of us. There's way more of us that can fight against oppression, because not only are they oppressing black people, not only are they oppressing brown people, not only are they bullying other countries, they are also trying to come in and regulate everything, from how much money we make, to how many hours a day we spend at home, to how many hours we spend looking at their advertisements, to how many hours. I mean, they literally want to control every hour of every day of our lives, because in order for them to be able to do that, they can control how we spend our money. Consumerism. Our country is based upon consumerism. That's basically what this is. A capitalist society, pyramid scheme. At the top, they rule the bottom. We're at the bottom. They want to control our monies, and they want to control how we spend it, so we can spend it on their junk, and that way we can feel materialistically rich, whatever, so we can have material items to fulfill us, rather than being rich on the inside, rather than being rich in spirit, rich in soul, right? If you're a musician or an artist or a carpenter or something that you have passion about, right, that you do at home, something crafty, or maybe just spending time with your family, and you're just, maybe you're a chef or you like to cook. Instead of like spending more times on our passions, more time on the things that make us feel great, they want us to spend more time on being a good worker and waking up and following their clock system, because again, that is a system created again. All this is created by man. We're the only creatures on this earth that follow the system of man. We should get more in tune with ourselves and understand what it is our rights actually are. We have to come together, and do not forget what has happened here. The riots and not the riots, the protests that are going on. Just like last year, we couldn't, a few bad apples, right? The cops were a few bad apples. Now we got a few bad apple protests, and everybody's bad. That's not how it works. Most people that are protesting are trying to make a difference because they see the fuckery going on. You know what I'm saying? They see it happening. They know what's going on, and people are trying to come together and make a difference, because there is police officers that need to come together with us as well. There are military officers that need to come together with us as well, because it is not in any way, shape, or form just all bad cops. But if you are a cop and you know this is going on, you don't do nothing, you are a bad cop. I'm sorry. That's how that works. So in order for us to get better and come together and actually make a difference in this world, it's going to take some courage, and it's going to take some attention span. Please, people, understand. They're going to, next month, have a whole nother thing that tries to distract you from all of this, because the cop that's being arrested for this murder, a police officer murdered an innocent person, which just happens all the time. They get off all the time. He is about to get 3rd-degree murder, and he might do a year. Please tell me why the protesters are getting the maximum penalty, is what he said. He was like, we're going to give the maximum penalty to these rioters, or whatever he said, the president. But then the police officers, which are supposed to protect and serve, are getting minimal sentences. He should be trained to properly handle anything, along with all the other officers that have killed people. If you join the force of, if you serve the police force, you should know that you don't have the right to kill someone, because you walk around with a gun every day, supposed to protect us from bad guys. So if you're walking around with a gun every day, and your fellow officers or you accidentally kill somebody, you or them, you should be held to a much higher standard. You should be held to a much higher standard. It is not okay. And if we as a people don't forget about this, stand up and make a difference. Pay attention, because they're going to next month change it up on us. Watch. They have control of our perceptions. They're not going to let you just hold on to this. They want you to forget. So watch. They're going to make it seem like a big deal, and then boom, something else is going to cover it up, and they're going to try to distract us and change the topic. That's what they do, okay? So stay on this. Like, we have to come together. Like, this is real life, and it's not just black people dying. It will turn into much more. It's not, black people are dying all the time from police brutality. Black people have been oppressed for hundreds of years by the system we currently function on and accept and allow in our lives. And now what they're doing is, all the freedoms you may feel like you have, they're just going to keep zeroing in on us till we have no more rights. Don't let them take our rights from us, and don't let them put you in fear. You are in control of your life. You are the leader of your life. You are your authority. They serve you. They serve us. We are more than them. There is more power in unity than there is in division. Stop letting them divide us. It is not black versus white. It has never been black versus white. It has been suppressor versus oppressor. Okay? They've oppressed us, and it is a fight that we have to come together and win. This is a battle. Like, gather up, warriors, whether you're a speaker, a fighter, an intellectual, whatever it is you got. Like, it is time to stand up and do something to make a difference. Don't sit back and watch.